Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another J Football video. As you can see by the title of today, it's going to be a Uefa Champions League group stage, whatever you want to call this, prediction, whatever. We're going to go over two things. So I'm going to name the two teams that I believe are going to go through in each group or each pool group, and then I'm going to name the toughest to the easiest group, I think, over here. Now, obviously, if you watched last night, I'm pretty sure most of you have seen these groups. They are pretty solid. They are pretty solid teams. It's going to be very interesting, but I think in most groups it's pretty obvious who's going to go out in terms of, we'll go through to the next round. So we're going to hop right into this, boys and girls. If you're going to enjoy this video, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Let's see if we can get to at least 250 subscribers by the end of this month. I think we're sitting on 230 at the moment. So 20 subscribers, we're not far from it. Make sure to do this, the if, buts, and maybes. Do what you need to do to help us get there. So obviously, we're going to get started with this one. Group A, I think, is a very decent group. We've got City, PSG, Leipzig, and Club Brugge. Club Brugge, again, don't come at me for the naming of these clubs. Some of them are pretty tricky. One or two I've never seen before, never heard of. So we're going to get into this. So obviously, I think for these two, it's pretty City, PSG, Man City. They're going through. They're going through all the way. That's Group A. Group B, personally, I think this is a tough one. We've got Atletico, Liverpool, Porto, and Milan. Now, I'm going to go with Liverpool and Atletico. This group, I think, is the toughest group there. Now, you don't have major names besides Liverpool. The rest of the teams are pretty average, but it's going to be so competitive, and each game, I think, is going to be a good game. So for me, I think Atletico and Liverpool are going to be shooting through on Group B. All right? Let us know in the comment section which one you guys are thinking are going through, or which one is your favorite group and who's going through. Hit us up in the comment section down below. I'm interested to see what you guys are thinking for this one. Obviously, this is just my opinion, how I see it. All right, moving on to Group C is also quite a decent one. We've got Sporting, Dortmund, Ajax, and Besiktas, however you pronounce that. Now, for me, this one is also a pretty simple one. In fact, it's not. Dortmund, I think, are going through. I think it's between Sporting and Ajax for this next one. Now, obviously, Ajax had a really decent run quite a while back. I think 2-3 seasons ago, they went on, I think it was to quarters or semis. It was semis, and Tottenham took them out. I think it was the semis, yeah. Yeah, it was the semis. I'm going Ajax with this one. I'm going Dortmund and Ajax are going through for this one, but Sporting are going to cause trouble. Definitely. In Group D, there's also a pretty decent one. We've got Inter, Madrid, Shakhtar, and Sheriff, or whatever you want to call those. I've never heard of that name, actually. I think for me, it's a pretty straightforward one. We've got Inter and Madrid, they're going to go through. There's no other competitors, I don't think, in that group. Group F is Group E. Listen to me, Group F. Group E is also a pretty solid group. We got Bayern, Barca, Benfica, and Dynamite, whatever you want to call those at the bottom there. I think for me, this one, yeah, it's pretty basic. Bayern, Barca. I don't see who else will be going through. Benfica, shame. I feel like they might get a draw out of one of the two teams between Bayern and Barca. Maybe a home or away game. Benfica might do something, but otherwise, I don't see them going through. Right, so that's Group E. Group F, hey, this one, I'm actually, as a United fan, I think this is an easy group for us, but yet these teams are very good, actually, and they've been giving us trouble over the last few seasons. Obviously, Villarreal, we don't talk about that. Atalanta and Young Boys. Now, I think United are going through with Villarreal. But that United-Villarreal game is going to be a very interesting one. We've got something to prove and something to come back and fight for. Atalanta and Young Boys. I don't know about Atalanta, but we've played against Young Boys before. We had them in a group stage a few seasons back, I'm pretty sure. So I think that's going to be a very interesting group stage. Group G, Sevilla, LOSC, they're a French team, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Salzburg and Wolfsburg. Now that group, I really don't know. I really don't know. I think for me, Sevilla and Wolfsburg are gonna take it, eh? I really do think so. I think the French team is gonna really surprise us, though. I really do think they're gonna pull something out the bag, but Wolfsburg will take it. Wolfsburg and Sevilla are going through. That leads us on to Pool G. Now, this is also a very, very tough group. Well, not really a tough group, actually. We got Chelsea, Juventus, Zenit, and Malmo. It's obvious. I think Chelsea, Juventus, but that's going to be a very, very, very good game. I think we've got some interesting football matches coming up. If we go through all the groups, obviously your City PSG game, your Group B, which I think is going to be the toughest pool of them all. After that, I think it's going to be quite even, or not even, but like if you look at like Group E with Bayern and Barca, there's no real other contenders. Group A, there's no real other contenders besides City and PSG. Same for Group H, you got Chelsea, Juventus. No one else is really going to be in and around that. That's just my honest opinion. So between those three pools are going to be coming after that Liverpool pool. But I really think Liverpool are going to really take it in that Group B, with the toughest group in the Champions League. But I do think Liverpool should take it out there as winners. Atletico following it up, and then Porto and Milan. That's going to be an interesting one. So we've actually got some solid games on our hands. Group B, there's going to be good games all around. Group F with United, only the Villarreal United game will be a decent one. The rest are all average games for me. But then you've got the Juventus Chelsea, you've got the Bayern Barca, throw in Benfica there, the Inter Madrid, you've got the Dortmund Sporting and Ajax, you've got the Group B like I mentioned, Group A City PSG. We've got some solid games of football coming up. So I'm probably going to make a part 2 on YouTube, or I'm just going to post on my Instagram on JFootball to see who I think is going to win the UEFA Champions League, who's going to get the Golden Boot. In fact, we're going to go all positions, Golden Glove, or the best keeper, defender, midfielder, and striker. That also got announced last night. I think it was Mendy, Diaz, Kante, and Haaland. Those are some solid also thingies. And then, what's his name? Jorginho, Men's Player of the Year. I think he deserves it, honestly, for what he's done for Chelsea in Champions League, and then to go win flipping the Euros with Italy. Solid. And then, that Chelsea manager got the Coach's Player of the Year. 10 out of 10 to him. He's really done something massive there at Chelsea. He's really pulled the cat out the bag there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I try to keep it short and sweet with this video. If you know me, I can chat all day, every day about football. I try to keep it short and sweet. Let me know which pool you think is the toughest, and let me know which pool is your favorite and who do you think is going to make it out of that pool. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching, and until next time.